He laughed without language. Played without fear. Joy echoed through wild valleys. But time was hungry, and innocence short-lived. Childhood died without witness. Only stars mourned. The first tears fell without sound. Memory turned to myth and wind. Before fire, before gods, before names, the first child opened his eyes beneath the sky. Earth remembered his breath. He wandered alone. Not man, not beast, just memory walking. Footprints vanished, but the ache never did. And yet, deep in the earth, the laughter sleeps, waiting for one child to remember what the world forgot.
Before fire, before names, a boy opened his eyes under sky.
His hands touched soil. Cold, real, alive. He laughed once.
The sun raised him. Wind feed him. Beasts watched. None attacked. He was not prey, yet not predator.
He saw another. Small, like him. Eyes wide. No language, but something older. They touched hands. Childhood began.
They played with mud, with feathers, with bones. Joy existed without me.
Night brought fear. Fire was unknown. Shadows long. Their eyes opened wider than stars. They huddled close, silent.
A storm came. Rain like stone. Lightning like God's anger. They ran. Shelter was a cave. Dark, dark, cold. A wolf stared from inside.
Morning returned. Childhood returned. They forgot the wolf, remembered the play. Each leaf became a game. Each stick, a world. A third child joined. And then another. Laughter became many. Small feet chased echoes. The world grew smaller with joy.
They mimicked beasts, crawled like lizards, hopped like birds, danced like wind.
But hunger crept in. Laughter quieted. Empty stomachs spoke louder than play.
The boy found a fruit. Red, bitter, wild. Others bit too. One grew sick. A lesson carved in silence. They buried her beneath stones. Not to honor. Just to forget. Childhood cracked that day. Sky turned heavier. Seasons changed. Cold bit skin. They made shelter with branches. No one spoke, but all remembered warm days. One drew in dirt. Circles, lines, beasts. Others watched. No words, but a story formed. Childhood returned for a breath.
They ran frantic. One limped. The youngest fell. None returned.
Silence taught heavier than words. Trust vanished. Play ended. Childhood burned quickly beneath fear's merciless fire.
He sat alone, the first child. Rain carved rivers. He carved tools from stone. Childhood faded into...
Others returned taller, wiser. They spoke in grunts, primitive words echoing.
They built with bone, painted caves in blood. Not art, only warning.
One child still played alone. He laughed at leaves, but none joined. Childhood became dangerous, slowing feet meant certain death.
Elders marked stars, hunted beasts, counted moons. But he watched drifting clouds.
He found the old cave, the first one. Where laughter lived with her. Now it felt like distant dreaming.
Wolf bones remained, dust-covered. Memories lay buried too.
He walked away, not exploring, not escaping. He only wanted to feel wind again, touching skin, whispering gently, alone.
By water he sat, staring into reflection. Older face, harder eye.
A bird landed, chirping gently beside him. He reached. It flew swiftly away. He did not chase after. Among tangled roots he found bones, small, curled. No name, no voice. Yet silence itself wept within his chest. With bare hands he dug, burying her beneath sunlight. He sat silently, listening for vanished laughter that never returned.
A new tribe passed, loud, rough with fire and spears. Childhood was not safe anymore. It could not be shared.
He carved circles into stone again. Old games, old joy. His fingers trembled, but the patient earth remembered everything.
Storm came. Trees cracked. Rain fell heavy. Lightning rewrote sky.
He dreamed of her again, the first girl. Hands clasped. No words, only leaves, sunlight, and simple laughter without reason.
He woke crying. The first tears. Not for pain, but for bones ached. Fire died fast. He walked slower, still strong but alone.
Others feared him, naming him Sky One. Not for flight, but because his gaze lingered endlessly upon the sky.
They brought food but never stayed. Children hid behind rocks. Childhood had become something taught carefully, not lived freely.
In another cave, he found drawings. Not his. New hands made old circles. For a moment, warmth touched deeper than flesh.
One boy entered silently, sitting across. No words exchanged. Just dirt, sticks. They drew circles together, reclaiming childhood briefly. For 1 hour, Sky returned unchanged. Before fear. Before hunger. Before pain. Before memory hardened childhood into stone.
Morning came. The boy was gone. Real, yet vanished.
He stood once more. Hair white, spine curved. Yet wind still whispered his name. Stars remembered his watching eyes. North he walked, toward snow. Toward forgotten time. Childhood whispered softly behind him, but refused to follow further. Caves turned ice. Beasts vanished. Trees stopped speaking. Only howling wind remained, telling stories older than fire, older still.
He built no shelter. Ate little. Slept rarely.
His footprints stretched endlessly. No one followed. Earth remembered each print, holding them gently like verses of a song. A field of white flowers bloomed impossibly within snow. He knelt softly, touching one. It reminded him deeply of her.
He closed eyes, not to die, but to rest.
That night, stars fell silently. Earth alone witnessed. It covered him gently, no grave, only snow. A quiet farewell. 1,000 years passed. Bones gone. Story erased. Yet beneath roots and stone, something still hummed softly, carrying memory forward. Children were born again, laughing. They played again, but not the same. Wild freedom was buried, forgotten under ages. Still some nights, wind carried it ancient laughter. A faint whisper of the first game once played long ago.
Old myths spoke of him, the boy who remembered before names, who walked silently between memory and forgotten time.
Some painted his face upon cave walls. Not God, not...
Others forgot completely. But trees remembered. Stones remembered. Laughter echoed faintly still, carried within unchanging rivers and skies. When memory vanished entirely, the sky remembered. It blinked once, then wept. Its tears became rivers carrying forgotten laughter. Where he once sat, a flower grew. Every season it bloomed without seeds. Memory alone nourished its delicate life. One child touched the flower, laughing unknowingly. He ran joyfully away, carrying echoes of ancient innocence within himself.
His laughter echoed across mountains. For one moment, the old world
But even brief was enough. Enough to carry past forward. Even if no one knew its forgotten name. Because joy never dies. It buries deep, sleeping silently. But touched by innocence, it rises eternal, untamed, unbroken, alive. Thus childhood endured, not in caves, not in fire, but in wind, in memory, in one wild laugh eternal.